What's happening, gamers, and welcome back to the Four Pillars Network, and welcome to a very special video on a game all of us are gushing for, and I'm talking buckets. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I am one of your bros, Eddie, joined today by the Red Dead simp himself, Fishy. How are you doing, Ethan?
Life is a cesspit of existential dread.
Favorite Star Wars character? Go!
Gonk droid. What about you?
Mine's a secret, you know? I'm a mysterious guy. I can't just give that information away. No. Anyway, without any further delay, let's get into the 10 things we are looking forward to in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. It's Watto. Watto is my favorite character. Hey, I just happen to have a chance cube here. Red, the mother, blue, the boy. You know, that's the only character you need in the Star Wars universe. Just saying the facts.
The first thing I'm excited for in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is actually the Gonk droid. I know it may seem a bit ridiculous, but walking around at the slowest pace possible is just hilariously good fun. The Gonk droid has no purpose. For some reason we can just play as it. And above all else, back in the complete Saga days, it was more fun to watch the Gonk droid just walking about as it's kicking off based on which characters bump into one another. But the Gonk droid's always a neutral ground. Everyone respects Mr. Gonk, and I just need to feel like a neutral robot that everybody likes on occasion. So the reason why I'm excited for the Gonk droid is it reminds me that I need to delete my Twitter account.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the big guns. The kahunas. The number one thing I'm looking forward to in this game is, of course, pod racing. And let's be honest, it's the highlight of the entire Skywalker Saga movies. I mean, it is. It's got Watto, it's got gambling, it's got Watto, it's got a two-headed alien commentator saying Udabadawonga. It's got Watto, and it's got C-3PO walking way slower than the rest of the flag carriers, messing up a perfect opening ceremony. And I can't wait for them to replicate this in the best form of entertainment, that is Legos. Just imagine it, seeing all those brutal races with crashes of racers all over lends so well to the LEGO style. Just imagine the exploding bricks all over the place. It's going to be so cool. Oh, I'm so hyped already just talking about it. Pod racing really is the best part of all of the Star Wars movies. It is, and anyone who says otherwise is clearly a part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take them away. Star Wars reference. There's a few of those in my notes.
Next on the list, I am excited for the Mumble mode. I recently played through LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens and was a little bit off-put by the voice acting of the characters. I have nothing against it being there, but I don't know if there was an option in that game that could have changed that. I honestly didn't look. I will not pretend that I did. But I'm glad that there will be an option in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga regardless, because I like listening to my LEGO characters sound like they just had a stroke, because that's just how sick I am. And I also think it enhances the comedy of some scenes, being a LEGO parody of these serious movies, or serious enough, they're a bit goofy, but you know what I mean. For me, the Mumble mode will help detach LEGO Star Wars from the Star Wars movies, and so I look forward to that.
Fuck what that nerf herder Ethan said. I'm looking forward to the voice acting and quippy one-liners and all of those jokes at the expense of Star Wars. We are all Star Wars fans here, right? We all know how cheesy and silly Star Wars is sometimes. 12 parsecs being a unit of time and not distance. How the original trilogy led us to believe that there are only 2 or 3 women in the entire galaxy. For real, we love these movies, but they have a lot of little things in them that we love to poke holes at. And seriously, I want to hear all of that hilarious LEGO humor making fun of all of the stupid stuff we love about Star Wars. I want to hear there be a joke about droidicas versus destroyers. I want there to be fake blaster noises, pew pew. And I want Leia to get pissed at Han for simply saying I know after she says I love you and he gets thrown into carbonite. And I want it done with ridiculous LEGO figurines of our favorite characters. It's just what the franchise needs. Anyone who says they don't find that cool, you're lying to yourself and you'll be thrown into the Sarlacc pit.
Another thing I'm excited for is the blaster aiming. One of the things from the old LEGO Star Wars games was that you couldn't really aim the blaster. It would lock on to characters, but sometimes that wouldn't do necessarily what you wanted it to, especially if you were trying to run through a section pretty quick. So if there are enemies and you were trying to shoot a target, the blaster would prioritize shooting the enemies instead of the target, and so it'd be good to see that no longer an issue in LEGO Star Wars, considering you can just aim your weapon, which which I think will just lend itself better to a more modern feeling gameplay flow. It is a really small thing, but sometimes it is just those really small things that wind up making the biggest impact and the biggest improvements. So it's definitely not worth discounting.
Next on my list, couch co-op. Because there aren't that many games that do it anymore, and quite frankly, there aren't that many games where it's fun to do co-op anymore. But Star Wars is always better with friends, and LEGO games are even more. So I'm looking forward to this just to capture something that is very rare, but I think still very cool to have in games and nerd about shit like Star Wars. Honestly, maybe not a lot of people are looking forward to this. Maybe a lot of people don't care about couch co-op anymore, especially in today's age of great single player games. But really, this could be quite fun to play with mates, and I'm looking forward to it.
The next thing I'm excited for is all of the side content. Now, I like side content when it's not too heavily pushed on you, and the LEGO games could probably do this quite well, as I can't imagine a world in which any of the side stuff would actually be mandatory. While I don't always agree with open world being the approach to take, I'm not mad at the concept of being able to explore these world spaces in a LEGO game, as it may open up for more memorable LEGO Star Wars moments, and that's what we all want. And the old LEGO Star Wars games had no problem making anything feel rewarding. If you got some extra studs doing something, then you could buy a character or something like that. And I can imagine that system in its simplicity can carry over into feeling rewarding and engaging with side content just as much. So I don't have any concerns in this department. I think LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, if any game can nail it down.
This might be something that others aren't really excited for, but as a huge fan of Starfighter Assault in Star Wars Battlefront 2, you know, back when there was enough players in those modes to fill a lobby, I would spend hours in that mode watching all the explosions and the colourful laser shots from the TIE fighters and X-Wings in the black of space, and then all of those heroes and villain ships destroying other players. It was so cool. And now I get to relive that in LEGO. That's a dream come true. Imagine those LEGO bricks floating around in space after a battle, and how cool some of the most iconic ships will look in LEGO. And of course, the iconic Commander Holdo ramming the First Order with her ship at light speed. I mean, we all want to see that in LEGO, right? Right? Right, guys? Where did you all go? No, but seriously, to replay some of those iconic moments, like the rescue of Chancellor Palpatine, the assault on the Droid Federation ship from Episode 1, I so badly want to see that in that LEGO silly fun style. I think it's going to be really fun.
The final thing in this list that I'm personally excited for are the puzzles. Now, puzzles can be good brain teasers, and they always make you think, and that's what I like about LEGO games. They're not too difficult, but they're not too easy sometimes either. They make you use your brain, and you feel like you're making progress as you're doing them. There's plenty of game here for me to be confident they're not going to be overused like I feel they were in LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, and hopefully there's enough variety there for me to be feeling like I'm engaging my brain in different ways in between all the hilarious antics that occur in LEGO Star Wars games. And other LEGO games for that matter. So with any luck, the puzzles of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga will cut the mustard.
And another thing that's kind of small, but I think it'll be really awesome, is the new third-person camera angle for the blaster characters in the game. It's not the newest thing in gaming, but combined with the new updated visuals for this game, which looks stunning, by the way. I've been looking at trailers non-stop. It's just fucking great. Being closer than ever to those characters, I think is something that's going to be really cool and a great way to raise immersion and bring the action to your face. I think it's going to be super awesome.
And that's the end. 10 things we are excited for in the upcoming LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, which is due for release on the 5th of April. So we're less than a week out now, and we thought we'd do this video as a bit of fun to get our excitement up and relish with friends in the joy of being excited for a game. What are some of the things that you're excited for in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga? Let us know down in the comments section. We cannot wait to see what you guys have to say. Thank you all for watching this video. We really hope you enjoyed, of course, and a big massive thank you to Eddie for joining me for this video. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to leave a like and maybe even hit subscribe if you feel like that. And with any luck, we'll be seeing you all very soon with more content like this in the future. So take care everyone, and may the force be with you, or whatever the LEGO equivalent of mumbling is. Goodbye.